And got to be honest, most of the coverage that you've been seeing of these fires are in and around Hollywood and in Pacific Palisades, and there's legit reasons for that because of what the fires did. But there's, you know, there's a secondary consideration, which is you got a lot of famous people and a lot of wealthy people there. But they are not the only ones who got hit. And in the land of the screwed, they are going to be, because of relative wealth and influence, in better shape than a lot of other people who got hit by the same fires, like the folks in Altadena, okay? Now, Altadena has got an amazing history that's worth a Google in the next break. The place became a sanctuary for Black Americans who fled Jim Crow south during the Great Migration. It became California's first middle-class Black community. Now, today, it's a burgeoning place. Latinos, Black Americans, white Americans, but Black and Latinos in the area are half of the almost 50,000 population. Tight-knit, people have stayed, raised families for generations. The four Williams sisters that you're about to meet were raised in Altadena by their parents, who also fostered other kids, not unusual in the community, and then moved into their own homes as adults right near one another. Now, three of them have lost their homes, burned to the ground. Their parents' home also destroyed, leaving them all homeless and now gathered together once again. So I wanted to bring in the family, got a whole bunch of them. Kimberly, Ellen, Krystal, their cousin Kai-Lynn, their mom Matilda joins me now. I have to tell you, Matilda sounds like a funny name, except my mother has the same name. So it's not funny for me.
Not for us either.
So, look, I'm glad I could make you laugh because I'm sure that the humor has not come in any kind of quick way. But let me start with Mom. What is the message that you give the kids and their families when they're facing something like this?
Unity. Stick together. Support each other. And you'll make it through.
And I get it, it's the right message, but it all looks so bleak and it's going to take so long. What will sustain, Matilda?
Our faith, our unity, definitely, and the love we have for each other. When something goes wrong, we all gather together. And we have support systems, all of our friends that really care a lot about us. They've been stepping up and they continue to step up.
We're showing you home right now, and I'm just so sorry with what you guys have to deal with, but you are lucky that you have the greatest asset, which is family and faith to hold you together. Eshele, let me ask about something else.
Sure.
Are you surprised that stories from your community and the surrounding communities haven't been getting the same amount of attention as other places in California?
Absolutely not. I think that most of what happens, we shine a light on the people that have the wealth or the people that we think have the wealth. But what we absolutely know is the wealth comes with the family and everything that we have behind us. So we're the richest that we can possibly be. But when you ask the questions to the people that shine sometimes the brightest, what you get is what they want you to see. But our stories, the stories of individuals in Altadena and the families, that's what you don't see as much of. But the community is super strong, and we always have been. You're talking about this generational, not only home ownership, but the families that still live in Altadena. We've not ever moved, which is why we're in the situation that we are right now, where we find ourselves all homeless, because it is a community that stays together. But that's not the story that you usually hear.
But it's a story I'm proud to tell. Kimberly, is it true that there are 17 of you sharing a hotel room?
There is. We've been able to keep us all together through this whole thing, from evacuation, where we're like, everybody just meet here and then get together. What are we going to do from here? But we've been all able to stay together. But not just
What
us.
kind
We've got 4 dogs and a parrot. Cats.
The parrot, I don't understand. I'm going to be honest. I understand family. I understand 17 in one room. I understand the dogs. You could even convince me about a cat, but who brought the parrot and what was that like?
The parrot has been with us for 40 years. The parrot is a part of the family. So we definitely grabbed the parrot when we left.
Yeah, his name is Hank. So we got Hank.
So let me ask you something. Does he bite everybody but your mom?
No,
He likes her too.
me. I'm the one he gets the most.
And he chases.
I do
he
not
chases
understand.
Ellen. Yeah.
I do not understand the love of parrots that people have. I've never seen an animal that gets shown love that gives less back than a lot of the parrots that I've been around. But I understand, because that's the legacy of your family, is that you love one another. And no matter what the situation is, and even in this one, you're coming through. Now, Krystal, in some way, you're kind of like, you've got the weirdest situation. Your sisters lost their homes. Your home isn't gone, but you can't live in it, and now it's surrounded. But, you know, we call in the disaster business, we call people like you the lucky loser, which is your house is there, but what do you have to go back to? And what do you tell yourself and your family about what has to happen next?
Well, I mean, I think in the same situation, they know if we have to go to my house, that's where we'll be. If we could get there, that's where we would have been. So still the same. We stick together, we're together, and we support each other. And what I have, they have. So.
That gets a big amen from me. So look, one of the reasons that I was excited to come and help these folks at NewsNation start this thing is that part of the mandate is to let us do what I always wanted to do everywhere else, but it's hard. Everybody moves on. Everybody moves on. You know, there's going to be another catastrophe. Trump's getting inaugurated. Who knows what path he's going to put us on out of the box, and on and on and on. But at NewsNation, they allow us to not forget. And I promise you, in the break, I'll make sure that you have my number. The problems you've survived for now. There's a whole new set of problems that are going to come with the recovery. And
Yes.
I see that you have the GoFundMe. We've got the Williams family GoFundMe up right now. And I'm happy to put it up. And I know there are a lot of people who need help. I'm going to give you my number. You let me know how I can help. Like I said to the last guest, Tracy Park, the lawmaker in Palisades Park. It's not days, it's not weeks, it's going to be months. I know that. And we'll be a call away. God bless your family. And I am here. And I wish you all well, all of you, even the parrot.
Thank you.
Well, we thank you for telling the story, right? There's so many people in Altadena that have not been able to do this. So we are really appreciative.
Going forward, I'm here for them as well. You spread the word. They got bigger concerns right now. But Matilda, I promise, there's another Matilda who will make me keep my word. I promise you that.
Good, good.
Hey, thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget, click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.